Hello there! Welcome to the Clark side. I am Clark. Before we begin, please remember to chill touch that like button, subscribe to join the Skeleton Crew, and if you enjoy the content on this channel, please check out the links in the description below. It'd really mean a lot to have some support from our fans. And without any further ado, we will dive back into Ravnica. So, we're a little short tonight, largely due to events from
They're all dead.
last
They don't want to
session.
be here.
Yeah, it's a pretty bleak outcome, it seems.
Yeah, it seems kind
I'm probably
of
gonna
bleak.
die and pop off too.
We'll just have to see what happens.
Well,
So, we will begin with Mitha. You have been, in recent hours, aggressively pursuing this one woman decked in red and black who has just kind of been haphazardly running around the dungeon. She seems like she's been looking for something.
and she has run into me.
She seems like she hasn't been too... Well, I guess I'll let Matt describe further what he's been doing up to this point. You know, Matt, that you are in... Yeah, you know you're in the right location. You're simply having a little bit of trouble finding these renegade Rakdos as you know them. And every once in a while...
Yes.
Yeah, every once in a while you'll see some evidence of this person following you. Eventually...
So, Britta, she's...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Britta is kind of... I'm sorry, you keep cutting out, so I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. You go right ahead.
Yeah, Britta is here. She's looking for the heretics. Those who would dare suggest there's enough room on Ravnica for another demon lord.
And I take it while I was watching overnight, I got some sort of clue that there was someone wandering around and went looking.
Yeah, that's exactly what you've been doing.
And yeah, began tracking her.
After
Britta, yeah, she's not too familiar with this place, so she's kind of wandering around, kind of looking for not just the Rakdos, but these supposed heroes who have been causing trouble for this sect of heretics. I'm not sure if she's aware she's being followed, though.
Can I roll stealth and see if I can sneak up near her?
Absolutely.
I roll perception to see if I notice.
Since you are actively looking for stuff, then yes. Otherwise, it would have been her stealth against your passive perception. But yeah, roll perception since you are actively looking for things.
All right. Where is it? There it is. Not good. That'll do it.
Alright, so yeah, you noticed me immediately.
Yeah, just as this elf kind of ducks behind a column over this way. Oh, hang on. You guys aren't on that map. Now you're on that map.
Can Britta stealth to try and very temporarily lose this stalker of hers.
Yeah, you can certainly try. Roll stealth.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you dart behind this column because it's the closest place. All right, Mitha. Roll perception as you're, because she's trying to hide. Just as she noticed you as you were hiding and tried to hide in response, and she has just disappeared.
Oh
you
my
have
God.
you have lost her
Yeah,
entirely.
this may not be a good night for us.
I don't know. I'm rolling. Well, that stealth wasn't a great roll. So I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, you're tracking this human woman. She wears black and red. You can see two scimitars on her back. They're hilts just poking over her shoulders, and they're on her back because she actually carries around this large drum, sort of strapped to her waist. It actually looks like it's made out of a giant skull. And you're tracking her, and you quickly get out of the way. You're not sure if she noticed you, and you look back, and she's gone. And you look around for about half a second, and then you just hear from right next to you, "Hi."
Um, where do I hear it coming from? Like, do I see her now?
It's like right next to you.
Yep. While you were
I
trying to
see.
look around, she kind of walked up beside you, like, "Hi."
I assume that while I'm tracking someone, I have my bow out.
You do.
Um, and so I'll turn really quickly and have it drawn and pointed straight at her, and just immediately say, "Who are you, and what do you want?"
Bill looks at you. She's got this big, goofy grin on her face. She has this sort of reddish hair, which the tips are dipped like a really deep red. And she got the clown makeup on, that is typical of a Rakdos cultist. And you point your arrow at her, and she just immediately just sort of holds her hands out to the side and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm a friend, you see. I've been looking for you. I think I've been looking for you. I think you're one of the ones I'm looking for. I think. I hope so. Otherwise, this is going to get really bad real fast."
What do
She
you do
says,
now?
Well, what is it that you want from me? Why are you searching?
Well, you see, as I'm sure you can tell, I'm a Rakdos. I love Lord Rakdos. He's so awesome and hilarious. But there are some heretics, you see. There are these people who think that they can bring some other demon to Ravnica to fight Lord Rakdos, and I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay with that. So they need to die. And I've heard that there's this group of people who are going around and making that group of people's time really bad, which is good for me, and that's what I want. So we have a common enemy, so we can be, maybe combat buddies, maybe friends. Maybe we can kill some heretics together, purge some heresy. What do you say?
So the enemy of my enemy is my friend? She kind of thinks about it for a second and puts down her bow and says, "Okay, that works for me. But as soon as you turn on us, the deal's off."
Don't worry, don't worry. I don't intend to be turning on you as long as you continue to prove useful. And besides, I mean, like, there's just one of you right now, but like, when we get the whole group together, I'm not gonna fight the whole group of you. No, no, that wouldn't be funny at all.
Mrs. just kind of like, huh?
Britta extends a hand out, and her fingers are all splayed real widely. She tilts her head and she smiles. I'm Britta Vare. Who are you?
Mitha.
That's a very pretty name.
Thanks. You know, have you ever thought of joining the Selesnya conclave?
Selesnya? Huh. Did fun?
Oh, yep, there's all sorts of people in there, just like you.
Oh, okay. Do you like putting on shows? You like entertaining people?
I'm not really sure about that, but if you're interested in
Is,
you know,
is there a lot of is there a lot of cutting people up and making them, hurty?
well, there's a lot of stuff that resembles something the opposite of that.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, why would you want to cut people up?
Oh, wait. I know. You want to do the opposite of making them hurt, so you can make them hurt more later. I get it now.
Well, you're halfway there. We'll talk about this later. Come meet my friends.
Yeah. Oh, so you know where they are.
Yes, I can lead you to them.
Let's go do the thing, and I promise. And she like claps her hands together and she says, and I promise there will be no backstabbing.
Okay. I take your word for that.
And so Britta just sort of goes with her. She seems Mytha hopefully seems to know where she's going and what she's doing, so Britta's
Okay.
gonna follow her.
All right. You descend deeper
Okay.
and deeper into the dungeon. Eventually, you get past the room with all the traps, carefully circumventing the giant statue that is constantly rotating and the dragons that are ready to blast some kind of energy at who knows what, who knows when. You go past all the corpses of the undead you have slain, and you enter into the room of the Rakdos.
As we're walking, as we pass by all the bodies, like, well, this looks like the right path, like a trail of people crumbs.
Mitha just kind of looks over and goes, huh, thank you.
I don't know what's up with these heretics and their obsession with the undead, though. It's really weird. Like, undead don't feel pain. There's no fun in cutting them up.
As you begin to approach, you begin to hear carnival music. You open the doors, and within, you see a number of undead skeletal horses milling about. Towards the center of the room, you see a group of Rakdos performers. One of them is holding up a shield that bears the emblem of the Gruul clans on them. He seems to be admiring it. It is this one in particular. This might fetch a pretty penny. Might fund some of our shows later. I certainly can't use it. And he kind of flings it to the left, and it rolls over to about there. and clatters onto the ground. What do the two of you want to do?
So, Britta, kind of, is this like, can we like see them, or is there like doors, or I'm assuming we can see them.
Yeah, you can see them.
Okay, so this is all like open. Okay, so Britta, she sees this and she just sort of leans over and whispers, "I don't think that's a good sign for your friends."
You don't say.
Yeah, Mitha's kind of taking everything in, going, I don't think so either. I knew I shouldn't have left him alone.
No, you shouldn't have.
Dare you?
Look what happens. Look what happens when you leave us alone. We all die. This is on your head, Jess.
It's all my fault.
Yes, you're the one who holds us together.
You're the one that actually gets hits and damages people.
Well, that's only because you guys are a shield for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, so I take it they have not noticed us yet.
Not entirely. They seem to be looking over the possessions of your fallen comrades.
Okay, so Britta. Oh, Britta looks over to you and says, "I don't know if we can take them all. So maybe what we do is try to get them one by one. You know, sort of pull them away and then do some slicing."
Yeah, are these dark areas here? Are these like separate rooms, or
Yeah,
can you see everything from everywhere?
those are walls, but you can kind of get the gist of what's going on from voices and just the conversation that's being had over this way. You hear one fellow say, "Someone get me more rope. These corpses won't make good puppets in our shows if we don't tie them down securely." And so one of the other guys scrambles around and says, "Oh, I have some spare wire." And he starts, you see one guy bolt over, and he starts helping him tie a body to a horse in a comical fashion. What do you want to do?
Okay, so we could go north into this room and go around and pick off these guys over here. Or we could go south and go for the guys at the bottom. But I wouldn't recommend, I don't think going through the middle would be wise.
Oh.
As you're thinking, one of them
she
walks
says,
forward and says, "Excellent idea for the show. We need more puppetry." And he kind of looks over and notices you and says, "Oh, it looks like we've got another member." He looks directly at Britta. "What's this? Have you got a fan? Someone to help in the show too?" He kind of starts to walk over.
Yeah, so Britta, she says, yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to show you something really cool. It's this trick we do. And she looks at me and like, yeah, we do this trick. Come on, we got to show you over here. Come on.
Roll
Uh,
deception, but I'll give you advantage because it is something that it's something you might actually talk to another Rakdos about.
All right.
Nice.
Oh,
I
so she sort of
yeah.
beckons him over to over here, and sort of like waves for Mitha to come with her.
All right, you go up beside the skeletal horse that has it seems to sustain some damage. You can see some cracks in its skeleton, but it otherwise kind of glares at Mitha.
Mm.
Ooh, do you need a
So-
horse for this trick? We have one. I was thinking about
The
some
she looks
kind
at him and
of...
says,
Oh, go ahead.
Britta says, well, we don't need the horse, not yet at least. But what we do need is a body. And she draws her weapons and goes to attack this guy.
All right. Roll initiative. I'll give you a surprise round because of your deception.
Sweet.
There we go.
Oh man.
Yep. Here we go. Here we go. It begins.
All the good rolls.
So, it begins.
All right, surprise round. I get to go first. Oh, and the dwarf. That makes sense.
Yeah, the both of you were kind of in on this, so he can do nothing on his turn. But Mitha, you do get yours. What do you want to do?
We're going for the short sword. Oh, come on.
His AC actually is 12, so you do just manage to nick him. All right. That's your short sword. Anything else?
No, that's all I have right now.
All right. Britta, what do you want to do?
So, Britta is going to... Hold on, I should have reacquainted myself with my character sheet before we started. But yeah, she's just gonna swing on this guy with her two scimitars. She's gonna swing at him. So she's gonna swing with her main hand, please.
Oh.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh,
That is a
When-
nice crit.
one quick thing. When you get all loaded up, could you turn on the 3D dice? It's in the...
On the what?
Yeah, the 3D dice on Roll20. It's in the...
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take care of that right now.
Okay, yeah.
To enable 3D automatically. There we go.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Is he still up after that first swing?
Yep, he's still up.
So I'll swing with my offhand scimitar.
That one unfortunately misses. The warhorse over here suddenly bucks up in surprise, as it's still surprised around and it can't do anything. The Rakdos, however, gets his turn and shouts, "We've been betrayed!"
Dang it.
And he will... Yeah, he's going to start casting a spell on Mitha. Make a wisdom saving throw, Mitha.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh my.
Affected.
Alright, you take half of this. So you take 6 points of psychic damage as he starts to cast a spell. And it only deals... you manage to resist the sudden urge to flee, in effect. Mitha, it's your move. What will you do?
How bad does he look?
He looks like one more good hit could probably do him in.
Okay. Then I am going to face the warhorse. Can I see if I can, like, calm him? Or not necessarily tame him, but, like, get him to not attack? Like, is there something I can do for I have to kill him?
You know that these horses, these skeletal horses, these evil, decrepit things, have been very heavily trained to act in performances. So if you could, it might not be out of the question to attempt to get it to think that this is part of an act. Or to set it on kind of a routine that it's been trained to do. With a performance roll.
Okay.
Or deception.
Performance or animal?
Performance or deception. Animal handling, it would have to actually have been an animal. It is undead now, so it is no longer an animal.
Oh, those are the only two I have negatives on. Alright, I'm gonna try. We'll try it. Oh, no.
I'll give it, we'll give it an opposed insight check.
Oh! What?
Alright.
Hilarious.
You mimic some of...
I'm gonna be super sweaty when this is done. I'm so nervous.
You mimic some of the broad gesticulations that the other Rakdos have been doing. You kind of do some little somersaults and things, and you kind of motion for it to join in on sort of this routine, and it just bucks off. When it starts its turn, it's going to just start running around like a carousel in a big circle around the room. All right, Britta, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
That's a good question. Well, Britta, she sees this guy. He's still up. She just goes, he's still standing. It's not fun. And she goes to slash at him again.
Roll it. Oh, as you slash him, he kind of gets this surprised look on his face and says, That's not funny. That's not funny at all. And then he kind of tumbles over dead. His little jester's hat jangles as he falls over.
The sort of just starts like hopping up on her feet and like sort of dancing. Like, yes, it is funny. It's real funny. What are you talking about? Turns to Myth and says, "Okay, we might need to hide again."
All right. Anything else?
So, since I took an action to swing, would I be able to try to hide again? Not like run like to a totally different one, but just like get up against a wall and just try and like duck down and try to hide a little?
Yeah, I'll let you. You can kind of press up against a wall if you'd like. So pick your wall and...
So Britta is gonna run
over there.
She's just gonna jump over into that corner and try and hide again. Right?
Already.
Nice.
I'll take it.
the horse leaps over into the hallway, and you see it every once in a while. It kind of bucks up and does this kind of walking on front legs sort of thing. Kind of looks like it's trying to be fancy almost, and then it'll gallop back on all fours, and then it just keeps doing that over and over again, and then rushes off. This
Woot.
This one sees that happening and follows suit. With the 400-pound Deadloxodon flopping around on its back, it also does so. Two of these Rakdos suddenly leap onto the horse, this one down here, to ensure as it starts to go wild as they try to secure it once more. This one, hearing all of that, hops in to take its cue. And they all let out this horrific kind of unearthly neigh every once in a while as they are in unison with their leaping. And just to keep things simple, we'll let the other... Yeah, kind of like that. We'll let the other Rakdos go on that initiative. The Fire Eater bounces off and says, "What is going on back here? Is it time to perform already?" And he is dashing to get in here. And he looks around. Now, these two have calmed their respective horse. It has taken... Well, I'll give them... We'll see if they can make a performance check to get it to do likewise.
Hey, you cut out during that. A lot of it. Caught most of what you said. But what are these two over here doing again?
They're trying to regain control of that horse properly.
Got it.
We'll see if the other guy can get it. Yes, he has regained control of his horse. Alright, Mitha, it's your turn. What are you gonna do? This other guy just bounced in, and he's holding like this torch that lights. That is just a light with fire. What do you want to do?
Well, let's get rid of him before he alerts the others.
You peg him with your longbow. Your arrow shoots through the air, and he is injured. Anything else you want to do?
Yes, I am going to move over here. I'm going to move back just a little bit, actually. Just to make sure I put some... I'll move over here. Some distance.
Alright, Britta, what do you want to do?
And I can see if it's coming.
Alright. So did this guy notice me as he came up?
Yeah, he has, since there's nothing actually hiding you anymore, he notices you right off the bat.
Okay.
And he's looking, but he's...
So, Britta...
Yeah, go ahead.
Britta is gonna, sort of just stand and say, "Yes, the performance has just begun, isn't it? Funny!" And she casts hideous laughter on him.
Yeah, let me roll his wisdom save. Here we go. Here he is.
Ooh.
He says, "Your act has gotten stale," and he looks like he's preparing to breathe fire. Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, Britta is going to... Oh boy. She's gonna run up and get in his face with her sword drawn.
All right. The horses are going to continue on their movement. They're going to move their full movement, 60 feet. Just all around this whole place as best as they can. This one, however, is under control and awaits for them to mount it, which one of them does. The high wire acrobat, who takes it and rolls back around over this way. And he kind of boots over his
joy.
buddy. And he looks at Britta and says, You're a fraud. And then he makes 2 attacks with his barbed pole.
Boy.
Oh, I think your AC is 13. Oh, your AC is 13. Whew. Okay.
Yes, it is.
That one does hit you, though.
Ooh.
You take 9 points of damage.
Use her reaction and cast Hellish Rebuke as a 2nd level spell at this guy.
Ooh.
So he calls her a fraud, and she just yells, Rakdos alone! I am no heretic!
He takes 17 fire damage as you roast him. Alright. The juggler is going to move over this way. He's going to dash and attempt to just catch this horse as it runs by. I'll give him a dexterity. We'll give him acrobatics for that. He does not grab a hold. All right. Let's see. I think that's all of them. Yep. Mitha. It's... oh, wait. Nope. It's the fire breather. He moves around and comes up on you. And he says, "Oh, you like fire, do you?" And he starts to breathe fire on you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey.
Oh, not me. Sorry.
Yeah, you're unconscious.
Okay, Britta goes down.
Oh no.
You are at 0.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no negatives in 5th edition. You're just flat out at 0.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
It is now Mitha's turn. What do you want to do, Mitha?
Well, same thing we do every night, Pinky. Alright. We are gonna shoot both of them because they're 5 feet next to each other.
Alright, who's taking what?
Okay.
The first one was on the horse, the second one was a fire breather.
Well, the fire breather is dead. The horse, you unfortunately missed. Alright, anything else?
I think she met the guy. I think she met the guy on the horse, or did you actually mean the horse?
No, I meant the guy on the horse.
Yeah, that still missed. His AC is a 13. But the fire breather is very dead.
Yeah.
And I will prepare Hail of Thorns for next time.
Alright, Britta, click the death save feature on your character sheet so it'll roll your death save. Well, that's one failure. Alright, the other horses, continue their wild ride across this place. There's one kind of...
Wait, are they not performing anymore?
No, they're still performing. This is just their route they're
okay.
taking. They're running around the whole room.
Got it.
All right. This warhorse with the acrobat on him will ride over. Up to Mitha. And it will attempt to buck at her. You take 12 points of bludgeoning. And you need to roll a concentration check to make sure you can hold on to that spell of yours.
A concentration check?
Yeah, constitution save.
Oh. Yep.
Yep.
Figured.
Alright, the high wire acrobat swings around. And he's going to try and attack you with his pole. That's one miss.
Okay. Oh.
You take 17 piercing damage.
I'm out.
Alright.
Oh, what now?
Oh, you'll see. Roll a d4, each of you. Yeah, roll 1d4. Yeah, there we go. The hours roll by. When you finally gain consciousness, you find yourselves chained up in a bleak room, your ears assaulted almost by the constant sound of dripping blood. You see surrounding in the corners skeletons with weapons at their sides. One undead creature of indeterminate origins holding a shovel as it clanks against the stonework. You see one priestly figure standing at an altar, droning on an incantation. And in the north, you see a broad portal and a strange circle in the middle. You are all tied up. And you see one familiar...
You're all what?
Yeah, you're all tied up. You are bound
Okay.
and sitting before this statue of this false demon. You each have, by this point, 1 hit point and are conscious. What do you do?
I want HP.
You are at 1
1
HP,
HP.
you're tied up, and you are conscious.
Okay. I'm guessing by the fact that I'm tied up, I can't cast anything then.
You can't cast any spells that require somatic components. If they're verbal only, then you're free game.
Let's see. Let's see here. That has somatic. That has somatic. Yeah.
The only thing I have is healing word to heal, but if we can't get out of the chains, we're gonna be fucked anyways.
I have Cure Wounds, which is via touch. Oh, it's somatic.
Yeah, same, but it's somatic.
Yep. But I also have, if I can get to my longbow, I do have Hail of Thorns, which is verbal.
Okay, so
I also, oh no, that's somatic. God damn. That's somatic too. Yeah, everything I have is somatic except healing word. Anyway, does anyone can suddenly get out of their chains?
Oh, you're looking for some way to get out of your chains? You could try and roll a strength check to break free.
Trying to think of if I get out, what should be the first thing to do?
Free us.
Yes. Except with 1 HP, I get taken out real fast.
I have Cure Wounds.
So
I
you're
can
the first.
use it like once.
I'll try to get you out first, and then I'll try to get somebody else out. Alright. So let's see if I even get out of these chains.
As you are resisting the chains, you feel this tenseness initially, but you hear so you notice something, that they're rusty. You kind of try to wiggle around a little bit, and you start putting pressure so that all of your strength is pulling against the weakest links. And one of them slowly begins to bend away. And your chains kind of go limp around you. What do you want to do?
Alright. I'm going to reach for Mitha and try to get hers to be undone.
Alright, roll either a performance or a deception check.
A deception or what?
Performance or deception.
Both are equally as bad, so I'm probably gonna suck at this. Oh shit!
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, you look like you are just simply struggling, like, as best as you can, and like you flop over onto your side, your centaur side, and kind of roll over, like, kind of almost onto Mitha and Britta. And you hear, for a moment, the priest over there stops his droning, and you see him kind of turn his head towards you. And kind of narrows his eyes. But turns back to his incantation. Alright.
I am relieved.
So, do any of the rest of you want to try something while she's kind of rolling over to you?
Britta, at seeing this presumed ally, this fellow captive, attempt to escape and hopefully succeed, I'm not sure she could really tell, she is going to try as well to get loose.
Alright, roll either strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
What?
Strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics or athletics?
Alright, let's do the acrobatics.
You unfortunately are not able to get free. You wiggle around in the chains, and you kind of get yours tangled up with Mitha's, so you're kind of now stuck to her. Alright, Mitha, what do you want to do?
I'm not free yet, is that right?
That is correct, you're not free.
Well, I can try to unhook ours so that way Janelli has an easier time to break them apart,
You can absolutely try that.
I guess.
Acrobatics, if you'd like.
Okay.
You
Oh.
do not.
Shit.
I tried.
It's okay.
I'm
All
ready
right.
to die, it's okay.
Okay, don't worry. I'm ready to go. I have a character already rolled up.
Oh my god, I just started.
I know. Poor Rita. She's
Welcome.
so cute too.
Welcome to the game.
Welcome to the game. This is what it is. It's a lot of failures.
Alright, Mitha. Or not Mitha, Janali. You can see that they're kind of struggling. What do you say anything to them? What are you gonna do?
Wait, was that toward me?
Yeah, you see the two of them kind of struggling together, and because they're, they got tangled up with their chains as they've been trying to break free. What do you want to do now?
Yeah. Oh. Denali knows that if this is by herself, she's definitely not going to win any of this. So, is there anything I can do to help?
what's your strength?
My strength is a 15, so +2.
Mytha, how much do you weigh?
Let's find out.
And Britta, how much do you weigh?
145.
Britta?
Yeah, how much does she weigh?
She's 180. She's kind of tall.
She's a thick girl. I like her.
So that should be within.
She's got them.
Yeah, that should be within Janali's carrying capacity. Don't you count as something larger for carrying stuff?
I don't know. I know she's a medium, but I don't know. If she can. Can't. Okay, so you count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and the weight you can push or drag.
Alright, yeah, you can absolutely. If you wanted to, you could just grab the two of them.
Do what?
But where would we go?
Exactly. So there's nowhere to go.
There is a chain hanging down from about the middle of the room.
All right. Well, if it's
Seems to be
they're
the way
still
to
tied
get
out,
up.
so even if I can't climb the chain, I have a horse and body, but I can get you guys there if you guys can get free.
Well, we don't have good strength, though. There's not... Unless
Well,
we roll really, really well, it's unlikely we would be free.
So climbing the chain would be a strength check.
Yeah, it looks like it would be a strength check.
I don't know. I'm like, there's literally not. I have a horse body, so there's no way I can get up the chain. Unless I roll like a natural 20 to get us out of here.
Could you try to break our chains, even if they're together? Even if they're tangled?
I mean, she can certainly try.
Can I?
Yeah, you want to do that?
I'll try.
All right,
Yeah, I'll
roll.
try it out. See what happens.
Roll
If even-
athletics.
Athletic. $15.
You pull and pull, and then the chains just barely begin to loosen up and bend. They don't break completely, but you have loosened them enough to where they should be able to just slip out of them. All right, Britta, what do you want to
Okay.
do? Any ideas?
We have no weapons on us, right?
Yeah, they have taken your weapons. You're still armed because
Can
that.
we see what?
Can you see what?
Can we see where the weapons are?
You do not see your weapons in this room.
What weapons do the skeletons have?
They look like they've got some long bows or short bows. Hard to tell at a distance, and they definitely have some form of sword.
So our best bet, if we even can, is to try and steal a weapon. How do you want to do this? I can summon my spiritual weapon so that it can fight off at least one other.
The rivers of blood, are those like rough terrain, or is it just something you can step over?
Okay, yeah, so the trails that go off to the sides are pretty shallow. It's like a puddle at best. The middle, however, is a little
Okay.
deeper, but it's not difficult terrain.
Okay.
It's like up to your ankle.
Britta, if you have a good performance, maybe you can like lure one of the skeletons toward us so we can take his sword.
So at least one of us can have a weapon.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to do?
Uh-oh, did we lose him?
Oh, did we?
Oh, wait, sorry, my mic was muted. I was wondering why no one was responding to me.
Well,
So, Britta, I imagine, you look at her, you could tell she's Rakdos. So, you presume she's some sort of performer, and, you sort of, like, whisper to her to put on a show or something. So, can I attempt to escape and attempt to draw them over, or do I have to choose?
Well, you could attempt.
Well, your chains are free now.
The chains are loose enough to where you could probably stand up, and they would just fall off if you're not too careful.
Okay. So, Britta is going to...
But you can indeed
Oh, boy.
stand.
Okay. So... Yeah, she would... Do these skeletons, do they look like they could go down to one good blow, or is it gonna be like each one of them is its own ordeal?
Roll an insight check.
Insight check? Oh, okay.
Insight, yeah.
Where'd that be? There'd that be.
You
Can I
have
roll
no
as
idea.
well?
You absolutely can. Yeah.
can I as well?
Yes.
Like, I will be looking at them. Damn it. These bad rolls are starting up again.
All right,
Yep.
Mitha. Mitha, you think that one good shot from your bow would be able to take him out most of the time. You have an idea that Britta could at least take out one with two good swings. And you know that Janali might have something she can use against them. Because you remember that you've seen her
Just
do
my
something
spiritual weapon.
before.
Aside from charging and use spells.
Oh, did you use your channel divinity already?
Well,
Did I? I mean, it doesn't. Oh, I have one left, so yes, I can still do it.
Don't you have Turn Undead?
That's exactly it.
yeah. So, she's...
But we need to get them close, don't we? Turn on that as- Holy Stone State Barrier. Yeah, they have to be within
Yeah.
30 feet of me. So we need to get a
Okay,
bunch
so
of them
Britta
closer.
attempt a performance to try and get some of the skeletons' attention and try and get them to come closer, basically, so that hopefully one of these, preferably the big strong centaur chick, can wrestle away a weapon.
Alrighty, roll it.
Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead, roll performance.
Great.
What are you saying and doing specifically?
So she's sitting there and she's trying to rattle the chains and sort of wiggle around, try to make it look kind of obvious she's trying to get away, quote unquote, even though she's already free. She's just trying to get their attention and get their suspicion and get them to come closer.
Alright. Let's see. Here we go. It looks at you and wonders what on earth you're doing, but doesn't go over to investigate. And the one on... Alright, so that was this one, the one on the right. The one on the left will do kind of likewise.
Come on.
Yeah, they don't buy it. Alright, Mitha, is there anything you want to do?
Yep, since we're all near each other, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Janali first, since she's a heavy damage taker sometimes.
Sometimes. I have a higher armor class, but for some reason, Ben just keeps going over it.
Let's see. I only have level 1 spell slots, so
I have one level 2, which I'm gonna use spiritual weapon because that's all I can, and I have 3 level 1 slots for me.
man, I failed that. I'm sorry, but you got 4 HP or 4 additional HP. That stinks.
I have 5.
Alright.
We still need to get a bunch of them closer before I even attempt to use channel or turn undead.
As
Because
you're
otherwise
doing
it'll
that,
just be useless. It'll just...
the droning incantation ceases. The former true Rakdos, Kalarel, looks down to you and says, "You're wasting your time."
Is that all he says? You're wasting your time?
No, he also says, "Soon I will pierce the barrier between worlds. Behold." And he points to the gaping portal over that way. It looks like there's this film of, like, black goo And as he says, behold, this, like, series of arms, clawed hands, and similar appendages start to try and reach through as if they're trying to, like, move past it, but they're caught behind this inky well. I will give you a choice. Join me, and I will spare you the fate of all the others. Deny me, and you will be one more sacrifice to be thrown into the pit of blood. He kind of strides down. You Rakdos there. He points to Britta. How often have you tried to bring out the great Rakdos with your performances? And how many of them have actually succeeded in doing so?
She says, we don't just get Rakdos' attention. You gotta be good at what you do. He doesn't watch just any schmuck.
Alright, Janali, while this is going on, what do you want to do? Oh, did I break up? Janali, it's, what do you want to do?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear most of what you said.
Yeah, oops.
So it's either join him or die.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, no, my character would go down fighting. Like, she's a religious person. She would not betray her god. No. She's probably gonna die here.
Alright, so, do you do anything
so I
specific?
say, yes. It has to be in a straight line, doesn't it? I can't charge.
I think like 20 feet of it has to be in a straight line, but you have a straight shot for him if you want.
Yeah. Alright, so I say deuces to my two companions and say good luck. Bonus action to get... Wait, how far away can you be? Okay, I'll do that after this attack then. Wait. Shit, is this a bonus action? You move at least 30 feet and hit it with a... Okay, I can't really melee him. Alright, so bonus action to get my spiritual weapon out.
Alright.
And it's going to attack... does this one have a bow?
Yeah, they all have, all the skeletons either have a bow or something similar. Or a sword, or they have both.
I don't know if Mira's gonna join up with the bad guy, but she hopes she's not, so it's gonna attack this one to see if we can get the sword, or else I'm just gonna die. Where's my spiritual weapon? Here.
Okay.
Not a lot of damage.
Alright. With that, roll initiative. I will give you a surprise round. Because you are distracting this guy.
You'll give us what?
Surprise round.
Yeah.
And as my action, I'm going to. Should I wait for my action? For my actual turn, or.
Yeah, we'll say wait for your actual turn, I think.
Okay. Shoot. I really wanted to heal Mitha before and all of this started, but sorry, Mitha.
It's all good. I'll get it on the next turn.
I mean, if we make it, one hit and
All right. Britta, as he is approaching, Janali kind of... You can tell that she's starting to position herself to do something. What do you want to do as she's about to do... As she is in the midst of summoning a spiritual weapon?
Britta is... Okay, Britta is going to stand and just tell him, sounds like someone's just mad that his performance sucked, and cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Alright, roll Cure Wounds.
The thing. Roll 20. Do the... There, do the thing. Said do the... Oh, wait, I know what's going on. Whoops. Hold on a second. Sorry. She's gonna cast it as a second level spell.
You regain 7 hit points.
Alright.
that one.
Alright, Mitha, what do you want to do?
I don't have any weapons, and I have very little strength, so I will also cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Alrighty, roll it.
That's even better.
Yay!
You got 11 hit points back.
She's the only one that can actually do damage, so yes.
I need a weapon first, though.
Well, I'm working on it with this guy.
Alright, Janali,
And I didn't.
your spiritual
Alright,
weapon summons, and we'll use... Yeah, you rolled a 21 before. That hits the skeleton.
Yes.
And does a sizable chunk out of it. That is a bonus action. What do you want to do next?
As an action, I am going to heal word Mitha. She's my only hope, literally. Damn it. I just can't get a break. These ones! These ones! And that is my action.
Alright, Britta, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
Well, Britta's out of second level slots, so she is going to... Okay, hold on a second. What is my... As a bonus action, huh? Okay, so what Britta is going to do is she is going to start... she's going to do... I'm assuming she doesn't have her drum on her.
No, she does not.
Basically, like, the only stuff we actually have is, like, our armors.
Yeah, you
Yep.
pretty much have your armor.
And my spiritual weapon, which is trying to get a weapon.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I mean, the
So
chain
would I then be
dangling
able
out
to
in
even
the
use?
the chain dangling out in the middle of the room is still an option.
Would I even be able to do a bardic inspiration then? Because I don't have any of my instruments on me.
Yeah, you can do a bardic inspiration. Oratory and singing and all that is part of the bard's repertoire, so I'd let you do that.
Okay, so she is going to give up bardic inspiration die to yeah, she's gonna give it to Nali.
Denali.
Janali. She say? That's a good question. He she said, she looks to you and she says, "Wait on to laugh and dance another day," and gives you your bardic inspiration die as a bonus action. So as an actual action, she is going to firebolt on this sentinel
Alright, roll it.
attacked by the spiritual weapon. Okay.
It roasts in flames. You see the creature holding the shovel over in the top right corner. As the skeleton drops, it kind of jolts and then clangs its shovel onto the side of the stairs it's standing on. It kind of gives it a sort of a beat, a clang, clang, clang in response. And just as it goes down, it sort of straightens back up and just looks like it's barely holding together.
Say what?
Yes. Anything else, Britta? Anywhere you want to move?
Yeah, so she's going to try and just GTFO, sort of. She's not going to abandon
You do what you need
guys.
to do, Matt.
She's basically just going to run past this skeleton and just sort of get down to like here.
No judgment here.
Away from as many of them as possible.
So you're moving away from the chain in the middle of the room that leads up into the exit.
She's not abandoning these people. She wants. She's hoping against hope that.
Okay. We're gonna die here, Matt.
Just accept it like we have.
We've already accepted it. We're gonna go down with a fight. That's it.
So is Britta. She's not going to give this heretic the satisfaction of breaking her. No.
I hope we
Britta
get
might
reincarnated and we're all friends in the next life.
Right. Britta might have a good idea, though, of using that giant statue as at least partial cover for now.
That's the point.
Alright, so you bound over behind the statue of Orcus.
Yes.
Alrighty. The skeletons begin to converge. One of them
This is what we've been waiting for.
This is where we might just all drop.
swings its sickle at Mitha.
Uh-oh.
Please miss.
It missed.
Oh, that is a miss.
Please keep missing.
They leap forward,
Oh dear.
sickles drawn, and they start to slash. Another miss.
Oh, that's a miss. Please. Get closer, but please keep missing.
And another at Mitha.
Why keep hitting Mitha?
Oh, and it also misses.
This one
Just barely.
is going to move back and attack. It swings its sickle in large, broad arcs and attacks Britta.
Uh-huh.
She takes 3 points of damage.
Okay.
It's not horrible,
Okay,
right?
hold on a second. I need to double check my spells. I cast Hellish Rebuke and Cure Wounds, so I'm down 2 slots currently. Okay, she is going to Hellish Rebuke this Skelly.
Alright, roll it.
To
Thank
being
God for
slashed
tieflings.
at.
It fails! Roll your 2d10 damage.
Hell yeah. Come on,
Woot.
crit.
And my Hideous Laughter was a 2nd level spell. Okay.
Crit.
Jeez, how do you... I just did this. How do I forget how to...
How to cast
Hey, there
Hellish
it is.
Rebuke?
There it is. No, I got it.
Oh, it fails.
What's
You
with that
roast
one?
it into flames.
Yeah, you did it! We're not gonna go down like chumps.
Alright,
Okay. Oh.
Mitha, these skeletons begin to converge on you.
I thought they already did.
Or not Mitha, Janali, these over here.
That's
They
fine.
are going to try to pelt you with their
Uh-oh.
slings.
I might-
I thought they had bows. They
Uh-oh.
have sickles and slings. Alright, 2 sling bolts are coming your way, Janali.
Uh-oh.
And you don't have your shield, so...
Okay, that misses. It misses.
Alright, those both
Jesus.
miss.
Jesus.
Jesus!
The creature with the shovel begins to move forward. It takes aim at you, Janali. You have cover thanks to the other skeletons. As it takes it kind of... It looks like it's shoving its shovel into... Like, the best way you can imagine it is into some kind of pocket dimension or something. It just scrapes at the air, and as it drags through this sort of black energy pools within it, and he flings it at you.
Miss.
Alright. Mitha, it's your move. What do you do?
Okay, well, again, I have no weapons and I have no strength. So, the dude who's not looking so great next to me, is there any way that I could try to grab the sickle off of him?
Yeah, you could try and grab his sickle. You can try. He's not actually using his sling at the moment, so you could sleight of hand his sling.
Yeah, but that's ranged, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is ranged. You could, if you wanted to, to grab his sickle, it would have to be it's gonna have to be a strength athletics thing to actually take it from him. Otherwise, the sling is the only thing he has that is not currently occupied. That will require wrestling for.
Alright, let's go for the sling.
Alright,
You
roll.
said sleight of hand?
Yep, dexterity sleight of hand. You
Yeah!
snatch the sling right off of him. I'm going to mark him just so we know he does not have his sling. I'll give him this kind of looking mark on his token.
What happened?
All right. You snatch the sling off of it. You have about 10 shots as you just grab a whole bunch of his bullets along with it.
Okay. Is that the end of my action?
Yeah, that is your action for the turn. You have your
Okay.
movement left. What do you want to do?
I'll stay there, because otherwise I'd take opportunity attacks if I move away. So,
Too bad you're not a rogue.
I know. Next time.
Next time, you and me.
As you see this, or as you are trying to make your escape, you hear Calrel shout, "Fools! This may very well be your grave." And he takes, let's see.
I just shout back, we're okay with it.
Yeah, he's gonna take aim at you, Mitha.
Okay. It's alright.
And he is going to fire a ray at you called a decaying ray. Make a constitution saving throw. You pass!
Ooh.
You take half damage, which is 4 necrotic. Janali, you are the target of the next decaying ray. Make a constitution saving throw. You take 4 points of necrotic damage.
I'm at 1 again.
Janali, it's your move. What do you want to do?
Alright, we're doing turn undead.
Alright. Let's see. What's the radius on that? 30 feet? 60?
Yeah. I can't get this asshole or that one, but at least I can get the ones around us.
Alright, you basically...
Yeah, the
alrighty.
Gravedigger's just out of range.
Alrighty. So we'll go clockwise from the furthest out to closest. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1. 2. 3.
Oh my god.
4. 5. Alright. The two closest
go
to
running
you.
off.
Yeah, these two on their turn, they will move away ASAP. I'm gonna give him a little scaredy face. As long as they don't take damage, they are just gonna run away. Alright,
and then
Janelle.
this one, my sword is gonna attack this one.
You direct your weapon, it speeds through the air, rears back, and then collides as best as it can into the skeleton.
5.
And it misses. Britta, what do you want to do? This thing has a sling and a sickle on it.
Sling and a sickle.
Yep.
Cool. A sling, is a sling a simple weapon?
It is.
Oh, I am proficient with that. But on the other hand, I could just firebolt. So, okay. Britta is... hold on a second. What's the range on Firebolt? 120 feet. Okay, that's awesome. And range on Hellish Rebuke is only like, what, 60? 60. Okay, so she should be okay where she is. Yeah. Okay. She is going to Firebolt the Gravedigger guy, since he's the one reanimating these guys whenever they drop.
Alrighty, roll it.
The thing!
Yeah, that's pretty much our luck in this campaign.
Alright. Alright, you want to move anywhere?
No, Britta's gonna basically stay where she is. She's gonna try to stay out of sight from most of them, but stay close enough that she can get to the group quickly if need be.
Alright.
She's gonna stay put.
Okay. These skeletons, let's see, it says they dash. They legitimately use their action to dash, right? Yep.
That's right, Janala. You do have a Bardic Inspiration die, don't forget.
Yeah, that one runs off and hides in the corner, as does this one. One of them moves in and dashes to get there. This one, who is missing his sling, turns to Mitha and tries to stab her with its sickle.
Rude. Oh,
Ouch.
real rude.
Are you down? Oh, you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Not quite.
Almost.
These two move in, and they both attack you, Janali.
Sounds good. Miss. And miss.
Alright. Their sickles scrape against your armor as these slack-jawed skulls just clack their teeth together menacingly. And the Gravedigger, seeing you wield your divine power, it kind of stays back a bit and takes aim at you with a grave bolt. Missing as you deflect it with your armor. Mitha, what do you want to do?
Okay. So if I shoot someone with a sling, is it at disadvantage because there's a dude right next to me? Is that right?
Yep, that's how it works.
Ugh. Then I will use my last spell slot to do Cure Wounds again. Let's go for Janali.
Oh God.
You got this.
No, don't do that to me.
Oh man, really again?
I'm telling you, my luck is real bad.
Alright, are you gonna move around any? That it?
Yeah, that's it.
My bad.
I grow impatient, he says as he moves in. And he looks to the two of you. And alright, first on you, Mitha. He fires another decaying ray.
Bring it on. Let's do it. Constitution. I'm down.
Janali, you are the target of the next one. You two fall as everything goes dark. And you feel your body kind of weakening and withering. Roll your death save.
Oh, right. I forgot that was a thing.
Alright, Britta. You are the only one conscious now. You
All right.
have a sling. What do you want to do?
Right. Well, she can't do this on her own. So, well, damn. Middle, right? Of
Yep.
the pool.
Yep. You want to dash to get up there?
She's gonna make a break for it and run and jump for the chain, which that's gonna provoke. She's got to get past two guys to do it.
Alrighty. That's one miss.
That misses,
That's another miss.
and that also misses.
Alright, now how much movement was it to get up there?
35 feet.
Alright, so when you dash, you get another whole 30 feet of movement. So you can start climbing up the chain, and that is...
So I get 15.
Yeah, you have... What,
Check.
let's see. Do what? Wait, you said 4... Oh, was it 45 to get up there? I thought you said 35 for a minute. Alright, so you have 15 feet of movement left then. You get about 7 feet up the chain. Roll athletics.
What?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
You get 7 feet. You don't slide further down, but you're not really making much headway.
Yep.
All right. Calorel says, take those two and push them back against the statue. And these two move up to grab Mitha, and they pull her towards it. These two attempt to pull Janali over, and
Bite me.
they waste their whole turn trying to obey his command as literally as possible to move Janali over, but she is about 1,000 pounds or so, right?
Yep. That horse butt.
Calorel kind of sighs. Gravedigger, help them. And he goes over, and the three of them together, now pull Janali over beside the altar. Mitha, you want to roll a death save?
I want to do what?
Death save?
Sure. Let's try. Let's see what we get.
Well, that's 2 against you for failures, so this is not looking good. All right. Calarel, in his long purple robes and skulled garments, looks up to Britta. He says to her, "Make sure you let them know. Orcus is coming for all of them. I'll show them
Will
a
spit.
real show."
Britta's gonna spit. She's gonna do her best to spit on him, not in his direction, on him. She is going to projectile 45-degree arc that loogie in his direction.
What's that roll?
Alrighty, roll a dexterity check to see if you can actually spit on him. You spit,
It's not.
but you... it kind of goes bloop into the blood.
Gross.
Janali, roll your death save.
Yeah.
Alright, that's 1 okay. Alright, Britta, are you going to keep climbing up?
One of each.
Alright, well, Britta's gonna attempt an acrobatics to try to get up the chain.
Alright,
Or an
roll it.
athletics.
Yep. You don't get any further than half your movement speed, so if you dash, you have 30 feet.
Okay, so I get 15 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
Second action to go further, or
Yeah, you can use your second action to go to dash and go further. And climb the rest of your movement. Or to get additional movement to climb further up.
Right.
Alright. You actually, filled with this renewed sense of anger, you push yourself and you actually manage to... You're grabbing bit by bit as quickly as you can. You actually just barely manage to clamber over the top.
Okay.
Calarel says, "Who will we start with first?"
I'm glad you got away.
Woot!
No sense in waiting too long. Kill them both. The skeletons all converge on the limp forms of Janali and Mitha, and they are struck down by their sickles. You are both dead.
Understood.
Welcome to
That's
the
fun.
club.
Thanks. We need t-shirts.
I got killed in this campaign,
Well-
and all I got was a t-shirt.
So I have a legitimate question.
Yes.
So you had told me that the party is actually not supposed to do this until they're all level 4.
Yeah, about level 4.
Correct.
Yeah, this is like the last part of the dungeon.
Okay, so this is the big fight of the chapter of the campaign.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a legitimate question.
Yes.
I don't know if you know the answer to this offhand, but what is the CR of this encounter? Because holy crap, that's a lot of guys.
Let's see. I will have to look
I
up
didn't
at
catch
the
that.
adventure. Let's see. It is.
Okay.
Scroll down.
Holy crap.
Here we go. It is meant to be. The final encounter is meant to be a 6th level encounter.
Ha!
We're level 3.
Yeah,
We're
you're
level
level 3.
3.
Yeah, you're level 3.
You said it was a 4th adventure, right?
Yeah, 4th edition.
But there are some sort of rules for adapting.
Yeah, I've just been adapting it. I've took Xanathar's Guide to Everything, and I converted all the monsters based off of what it said, as one for one as I could to what levels they were. So everything is everything is as accurate as it should be to the adventure.
Okay. Well,
You poke back up, Britta, to the top of the chamber.
Well, I guess
You see.
I'm gonna head to bed. I think.
All right. Good night. The other.
No, I'm staying. That was a joke.
Oh, okay. The other Rakdos seem to be kind of sleeping at the moment, as it has been several hours. Where do you go?
what?
Yeah, where do you go next?
She's gonna GTFO. She's gonna book it.
All right. You know of a town that you've been staying at that has been on hard times because of these cultists. You know that they have a bandit problem that has been plaguing them for quite a while. But you rush back off to the town of Winterhaven. You bang on the doors and you see a group of guards peek around. What do you say to them when they ask?
Free to go out and live our Sunny and Cher dream.
So some guards come up, right?
Yep, a pair of guards. They look to be Boros.
Look to be what?
Boros Legion.
Boros guards. Okay. So, Britta comes running up. They come out to meet her, and she says, she's panting. She's bloody. She will have used her once she got out of the. I don't know what it actually was. The dungeon.
Yeah.
She will have taken a moment to cast Cure Wounds on herself. Her 2 remaining slots, if necessary. So she's gonna use her last slot as well to just get up to full health, basically.
All right.
And she runs the rest of the way to the town. And the Boros come up to her. Do they say anything? Are they taking a menacing pose? Do they look like they might try to arrest her?
They say to her,
Rakdos.
all right, they see you injured, and they see that you've been bloodied and say, halt! What is this? What do you want here?
So Britta comes up, and she's panting. She stops in front of them. And she says, she's panting, and she says, "Would you believe me if I said Jos is soon not going to be the only demon lord on Ravnica?"
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Smart beast. Okay.
They kind of look at you with wide eyes. What? They kind of
And
nudge
she
each
looks
other
up. Oh, and by the way, that demon lord won't be bound by the guild pact. He can do as he pleases. Will not care if you're Boros. He will not care if Aurelia herself tries to stop him. He will do as he pleases.
All right, if what you say is true, then we should be able to verify that. Come with us. We'll see if we can get into contact with the Azoria Synod. And they kind of motion you in as you limp along. And that is where we will call it for tonight. All right.
Yay!
Thank you guys for playing. I hope you guys enjoy watching all of this. Well, we'll see you next time, and please remember to chill touch that like button, subscribe to join the Skeleton Crew, and if you like the content, please check out the links in the description below. And with that, we'll see you all next time.